You know that feeling when you're staring at a word and you just think, English spelling makes absolutely no sense? Well, what if I told you it's not chaos? Today, we're going to crack the code and reveal the hidden system behind it all. We've all been there. You take a simple little word like hop. You know exactly what to do with it. But then you see a word like hope, which looks so similar, and suddenly the rules feel like they've just vanished. One word doubles a letter, the other one drops a letter. What is going on? It feels totally random, doesn't it? Like you have to memorize every single word. It's this frustrating guessing game that every single one of us has played. But here's the secret. It's not chaos, not even close. It's actually a system, a really logical one. And once you see the patterns, all those puzzle pieces, they just start to click into place. So, how do we start to see this system? Well, it turns out the entire thing is built on what you can think of as 3 pillars of logic. First, you've got phonics. That's the link between letters and sounds. It's why boxes needs that ES ending so we can actually hear the plural. Then there's morphology, which is all about how we build words with meaningful parts, like roots and suffixes. And finally, etymology, which is the word's family history. That's the one that explains all the really weird outliers. These 3 things working together, that's the whole system. Okay, theory is great, but let's put this into practice. We're going to dive right in and look at some of those common suffix rules that always seem to trip us up. All right, first up, the doubling rule. This is the one that explains our hop to hopping mystery. Now, I know that definition on screen looks a little technical, but trust me, the pattern is actually super simple and predictable. Let's break it down. Now, this is where you can literally see the pattern in action. Look at hop and run. They meet the conditions so that last letter gets doubled. See, that extra consonant is like a little guard protecting the short vowel sound. Without it, hoping would look like it comes from hope. But then look at boat. It has 2 vowels, not 1. And help ends in 2 consonants, so no doubling needed. See? A system. So here's the tool. It's just a simple 3-step checklist. If you can answer yes to all 3 questions, you double that consonant. It's not a guess, it's a formula. Hop gets a yes, yes, and yes. Boat fails on step 2. Help fails on step 3. It's that easy. Okay, let's tackle our other original problem, hope becoming hoping. This one is all about the drop E rule, and you see this pattern absolutely everywhere once you know to look for it. And this just makes it crystal clear, doesn't it? The whole thing depends on the suffix. If the suffix starts with a vowel, like ing, you drop the E. But if it starts with a consonant, like full or less, that E stays right where it is. Why? It's phonics again. You need that E in hopeful to keep the O sound long. Otherwise, it would sound like hopful. The system is just smart. All right, time for another classic headache, the letter Y. When does it stay a Y and when does it turn into an I? Well, as you've probably guessed by now, there's a super clear and predictable rule for that too. The secret here is to just look at the letter right before the Y. If it's a consonant, like the P in happy, the Y changes to an I. Simple. But if it's a vowel, like the O in toy, the Y stays. And the only real exception is when you add ing, but even that is a consistent pattern. It's all about how the word parts are designed to fit together. Now, what's so cool is that this logical system isn't just for adding suffixes. It applies to the most basic parts of English, like just making a word plural. It's not about memorizing a million words, it's about learning maybe 4 or 5 patterns. I mean, just look at this. The end of the word tells you exactly what you need to do. Most words, just slap an S on there. But if it ends in a hissing sound like S or X, you need that ES just to be able to say it out loud. And hey, there's our old friend the Y rule showing up again, making a clear difference between babies and toys. It all connects. So why does any of this matter? I mean, we all have spell check, right? Well, it matters because it changes everything about how we approach language. We can finally move away from just mindlessly memorizing facts and move towards actually understanding how words are built. And this is really the heart of it all. Being a good speller isn't a sign that you have a great memory. It's a sign that you're a great decoder. You can look at a word, see its parts, and understand the logical patterns that hold it together. And that skill is the foundation for everything. This quote just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? It brings us right back to those 3 pillars. Spelling is where words' history, its sounds, and its structure all come together. It's a rich tapestry, not just a random jumble of letters. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. If we've been looking at something as basic as spelling all wrong, what other rules have we been taught to just memorize without ever asking why? What other subjects have a hidden logic just waiting for us to find it?